Nate Diaz taking on Jorge Masvidal in a boxing match. Whack. Ooh. Ooh. 1, 2, 3 from Nate. Whack. Ooh. Jorge Masvidal. There you go. Nate Diaz is taking a breather. Only real gangsters do that in a fight. They sit there on their hands and knees. Ooh. That overhand right and free body kick. Drops him again. So he's dropped Nate twice in this fight. So that would be another 10-8 round in boxing. I don't even mind watching these guys fight in mixed martial arts again. What's going on, boys? Welcome back to the channel. We got another breakdown for you. We have Nate Diaz taking on Jorge Masvidal in a boxing match. I wanted to break down. These gentlemen had met before in a mixed martial arts circle or an octagon in the cage, and we're gonna break this bad boy down. So if you are new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and also hit the bell to know when we go live. There we go, boys. I believe this is for the first BMF belt. That is around. We have Nate Diaz taking on Jorge Masvidal. They agreed to do a boxing match. Like I said before, if you guys love combat sports, I think this is the best time to be a fan of combat sports, because you're not only just getting, you know, mixed martial arts, but you're getting a lot of these guys who are doing a lot of different things: boxing, kickboxing, jiu-jitsu matches, all that stuff. So let us break this bad boy down. There's Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz has a very good gas tank. He comes forward with a relentless pressure. Jorge Masvidal, I'll give him, you know, the explosive. I'll give him the explosive. Be more explosive. Okay, so we have Nate Diaz, who's more of a southpaw, who is a southpaw. But you see how Nate's just trying to get to him? Just trying to get to him. Granted, when Nate box, it's 4 corners, right? So you'll be able to walk him down. Getting locked up. Whoosh, whoosh. Whack. Ooh. Look at the pass guard. Granted, though, that kick would not be able to happen in boxing, obviously. Pass guard, passes guard. Now, obviously, Nate Diaz is more of a grappler. Passes guard. He's trying to pass guard. Okay. So let's talk about what Jorge is doing. Jorge is controlling the ankles, knees, hips. He keeps grabbing this. He brings his knee in, which is pushing his butt up a little more. He's going either to the left or the right to try to pass his guard. But he doesn't want to settle in this guard, because that's when Nate Diaz is actually going to get a chance to grab him, and be able to bring him down, and be able to do different things. So that's what he's doing. And Jorge is doing a good job of just trying to mix up the shots going to the body and also to the head. So that's what's going on right there. Apologize about that, guys. Kids are home. Here we go. Oh, God. Okay, now he comes up. Now he's pushing him back down. Now, obviously, in boxing, they will get him a 10 count. He'll be able to get back to his feet and get back in there. But watch how Nate crosses the void. He's always trying to get there. Now, it's the same thing he did against Jake Paul. He kept crossing the void and staying on Jake Paul. A lot of hugging and trying to pummel in. See, this is where Jorge explodes. Look, Nate's doing the right thing. Close at a distance. Work for that body lock from Jorge. And since the first round, Nate Diaz did get dropped. This would have been a 10-8 round in boxing. It's you know, you get dropped in a round in boxing, it's scored a little bit differently. And you see what Jorge's trying to do. This is where Jorge likes to get off right here, is when he has his opponent's back against the cage. Once Nate is out here, Nate starts pressing forward and he starts backing up. What's going on, guys? This video is sponsored by G Fuel. Well, now G Fuel right now is having their BOGO sale, which means you buy one, you get one off. Buy one, get one free, which means you buy this bad boy right here, the Energy Formula Tetris Blast. You can get another one for free. And as we all say, ladies and gentlemen, if it's free, it's from me. But you got to buy one to get one free. Now, if you want to take advantage of the BOGO sale, look in the description. We have a link right there. Go there, make a purchase, buy one energy tub, you get one free. BOGO sale. It's not going to last very long. Don't wait. Stock up or restock. For me, I like to keep this stuff on stock. I got so much of it because you know what? I take advantage of the BOGO sale, and you can too. Check the link in the description. Shout out to G Fuel for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal fighting. Okay, so here is some highlights for the beginning of the round. So right here, he separates, controls the head, hits with that knee. That elbow is what rocked Nate. And he followed up with a beautiful, and look where he's at. Nate drops the shoulder and Jorge's behind the shoulder. So Nate Diaz is going right into that kick. Right? So good eyes from Jorge. Lands that kick. Follows up with a couple punches. This elbow right here. Boom. Now, he won't be able to throw elbows in a boxing match. Right? Whack. Now, here's Nate come across that distance. Body shot. Left hand. That's right on the chin. But look how he comes right across that distance. Right into the void. And starts this boxing. And so one of the things that Nate Diaz does a good job of doing, he's a southpaw. So he's always working outside that lead leg and going out that angle. Right here, watch. Right, so he's always, Nate Diaz is a southpaw, so he's always circling outside that lead leg to line up his power shot. Free body kick. Ooh. Big punches from Jorge. Like I said, I'll give Jorge the speed advantage and the explosive. I'll give, and even, ooh, that overhand right and free body kick. Drops him again. So he's dropped Nate twice in this fight. So that would be another 10-8 round in boxing if he gets dropped. And now he got dropped from an overhand right. Damn, Nate is so damn tough. Okay, now Jorge switches southpaw. Excuse me. Yeah, he's southpaw now. Wee. I didn't remember Nate Diaz getting dropped twice in this fight. I already got dropped once from the head kick, but not from the overhand right. Watch out. This is where Jorge likes to get off right here. Stepping in deep. Oh, he's getting behind the shoulder. Remember what I said? He got behind his shoulder. Let's back this up real quick. Look. Look what he did. He's behind the shoulder now. Now, Nate Diaz has only a couple options. He has to either turn and face him, or he has to run this way. So let's watch this again. So he's working himself, trying to get behind that shoulder. Because behind it, he has the angle now. Look, he's going to hit him like probably 3 times before he can do anything. So here's a knee, an elbow from an angle, right? Nate Diaz has to turn and face him, or he's got to go that way because he can't back up unless Jorge backs up this way, right? So good job on Jorge getting behind that angle. Elbow. He turns and face him. Jorge backs up. Look at that. 5 shots, 6 shots. Free. Because he got that angle. Nate Diaz is taking a breather. Only real gangsters do that in fight. They sit there on their hands and their knees. Boom. We're getting that angle. That angle again. Boy. No, he's going to work on that angle again. There's an angle again. It's behind it. He can't do this in boxing, but he's already, getting on an angle and doing a whole bunch of combinations. Takedown. Yeah. Wow, beautiful scramble for both these guys. I don't even mind watching these guys fight in mixed martial arts again. Going for a heel hook. And Jorge's grappling is actually really good. So everything he did there was correct. If he wanted to, he can probably take the back right there. Pass his guard. Look at that. So I'll give it up 2-0 for Jorge. Look at this right here. Body kick, free body kick right in the solar plex. And an overhand right lands clean on Nate Diaz. Another body kick, free body kick. Whew. Like I said, body kicks are free because you either have to block it, eat it, or get out of there. Look at this body shot. Whack. Ooh. So already, when it comes, like I said before they started fighting, the speed and the accuracy and the combination choices of Jorge is better than Nate Diaz, but Nate Diaz is very, very durable, and he starts to put it on later in the rounds. Okay, Nate Diaz still trying to cross that void. There he is. Now he's trying to get that angle. For body kick again. 1, 2, 3 from Nate. A body kick, fuck. Like, and when Nate's gonna do it again. He always does that. So right here, Nate's walking this way, right? If Jorge steps this way, he's gonna be at the angle because Nate's going that way. So it's a thing that Nate Diaz does a lot, that a lot of people don't really capitalize on it because they're scared of what's going to happen. But Jorge took advantage of the first and the second round, and I'm sure he's going to try to take advantage of it in this round as well. Let's see if he does. Left hand lands and he crushes it. Now, obviously, in boxing, they'll stop here and then they'll let him work out for a little bit. But look, he works out of it. Left hook. There he goes. That's where Nate does his best work, when he just gets in there. Whoosh. Whoosh. What a body kick. And what's separating the two, like what gets Jorge, what gets Nate off Jorge is those body kicks. Right hand caught him right there. Okay, so why does that punch keep landing for Jorge? I'm going to tell you right now. Let me show you. Okay, boom. Right here. So Nate Diaz is southpaw, right? So right now, Nate Diaz isn't really trying to get outside of the leg. But each time Jorge fakes down, Nate brings that hand down, and that right hand's coming over the top of Nate Diaz's hand, right? Jorge goes there, and he comes on top and lands that shot. Let's see if he does it again. Whoosh. And Nate Diaz is also covered up in a high shield. The blood clicking in his eye. And will the scar tissue be an issue when they fight in boxing? Right? In boxing, most of the shots are going to the face. There will be none of this in boxing. There will be no kicks. There will be no grappling. So, one, would the scar tissue add up when they start exchanging into boxing gloves? And two, would they stop that cut in boxing? MMA is a little bit different. They'll let the cut go on as long as it's not, bothering the athlete. But we can see Nate Diaz constantly go like this, so he's kind of blinding in one eye. So these punches right here, these aren't hurting. These are more of annoyance. Like those knees to the leg, that's like a leg kick landing. All right, here's a dirty boxing. All right, look where he is again. He's on that angle. He's on that angle. We see Nate Diaz just trying to work for a triangle or something. That's why he's slapping right now. All right. I'll have to say Nate Diaz did a lot better now, but it's kind of hard to say that he won that round just because look at these shots right here. Look. He's fake. Look, he's going to the hand. He reaches out for it. Boo. And he comes over the top. Right here. And look at his body kick. Yuck. Nate Diaz is an X blocking. If you X block, right hand come right off. And here's a good shot from Nate. So all three of those shots miss. Those one miss. Top of his head. Ooh, every single time. Now, if Jorge goes back and watches this, he's going to be able to land that shot over and over again. One to the body, train Nate to go down. One overhand right. I think this is where he stop it. And this is for the safety of doctors. Excuse me, safety of the athlete. Oh, they're going to keep going. Yeah. They stop, but I mean, it's for the safety of the athletes, right? I mean, there's no, potentially Nate could lose an eye, right? That's right over the eyeball. They're going to keep on fighting for another 2 more rounds and then go there. I think in boxing, they would have stopped it even sooner than that because when it's boxing, most of the shots are going to go to the head. But I didn't realize, like, thinking back and watching the fight, I thought the fight was a lot closer. But Jorge did a good job of just being more athletic than Nate, throwing those punches nice and crisp on him, and taking advantage when Nate turns his angle and then Jorge was able to get behind the shoulder. Once he got behind the shoulder, he got 5-4 good shots off where Nate had to turn and face him or get out. And that's something he can't do in boxing. If Jorge is able to get off and get behind him, it's going to be a long night. We've already seen Nate Diaz in boxing. He does come forward. He does put a lot of pressure, but that scar tissue might be an issue when he fights Jorge Masvidal because I believe Jorge Masvidal is a better boxer than Jake Paul. So, boys, if you guys enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Also, hit the bell to go live and let me know what you guys think about this breakdown. Who's going to win the boxing match between these two. We will see you guys at the next one.